Hey guys, Kev here, and I wanted to show you a really cool flashlight. This is from Wuben. This is their X2 model. You guys have seen, I think, the X0 and the X3 on the channel, along with the E7 and the G2 and the, I don't know, one other one, the E61 pen. But this thing is wild. Look at this thing. This is made out of titanium. It has a splash anno pattern on it, reminiscent of stuff you would see from like Get Good Screw, right? Very, very cool. And it's got some cool functionality. One thing that really impressed me, one thing that I'm not sure is obvious. I mean, if you're normal, you might read instructions. I never do. But I kind of just figured it out on accident. But you can see it has a triple emitter. So there's 3 emitters in there. They're in a row instead of in a circle like you see a lot of times. Or a triangle, I guess. Easy carry light innovator X2. It's an aluminum alloy, lightweight, small volume EDC. And now this is supposed to be titanium, so I do believe it is. Inkjet. And these are a bit pricey when you look at the titanium versions. I'll go ahead and pull up their website here. Now you guys can use my link. It'll be down in the description. You also will get 20% off if you use the code LeftyEDC. So 20% off with the code LeftyEDC. Now they do have Black Friday sales that are going to be happening. And you'll see up to 65% off on select models. And that starts, 11/13 to 11/27. So that's already active right now. So you might not need that LeftyEDC code, but follow the link anyway. It'll help your boy out. But anyway, I wanted to show you the X2 here. That's the X3 Owl. Very cool. I have a video on that one as well. And here is the Wuben X2. And like I said, it starts at $98 in aluminum. That's not bad at all. You use that code, you know, you're dropping that down almost 20 bucks. That's not bad at all. But you can get it in a white color, and that's 118. You can get it in a gradient ramp. That's 98. You can get it in copper for 158. Then you can get it in plain just titanium. That's $248. So now you see that price go up. You get it in blue geometric titanium, like so. That one's 308. There's a green circuit titanium. That one's 308, and then the one we have here is this ink splash. That's $308. So this is not a cheap flashlight. Now, some of you guys will not like this colorway, but you can get plain tie or just get aluminum and save all that money. It's a third of the price. Now, it does seem they have different emitters. I'm not sure. You guys can, let me know if you're aware, but this says Samsung LH351D. I'm guessing that's the emitter. Where the black one here has an Osram P9, and I don't know what the difference is, but most of these, the more expensive ones, have the LH351. So I don't know if you get more lumens or it's just a little bit of a different setup. It says a max brightness of 2,500 lumens. That's a lot. I think that's the most maybe we've seen here on the channel. And I've had some big lights like the Secret Pro 4 and stuff like that, but maybe I just don't remember those. No, I did have one that said 3,300 lumens, so never mind. This is not the brightest, but that's a lot of lumens in this package right here. For example, something like this has like 1,300 or 1,500 lumens or something, 2,500. But I guess that's because it has side-by-side batteries, as I understand it. It says 2,000 mAh batteries. So I don't know how many are in there. This guy right here goes up to 1,600 lumens. That's got one 18,350 in there. 18,650, sorry. So anyway, you guys get the idea here. I'm going to take this outside and do some testing, which you guys will see shortly. We have in here your instructions that your boy never reads. You have and it's not because I think I'm cool. It's just because I like to learn. I just want to figure it out. I know that's dumb because I'll be like, how does this work? But hey, it is what it is. This is very cool. Wuben has these on all their products as far as I can tell. And depending on the model, it'll be a little different. But you have the little lanyard guy here. And then this pops out. And you have a USB, regular USB, look at that, to USB-C. And that is your charging cable right there. And that pops into the lanyard and it secures when you don't push the button at the same time or put it in backwards. Hold on. There you go. So that's very, very cool in my opinionis. I believe this also has this little guy, which I think is a cap, a diffuser cap. So I'll take this outside with us and we'll see what happens, but I think it's just gonna make everything red, which can be good in certain scenarios. Then it fits all in this nice little package right here. Here's some pause and read for you guys. 80 hours max runtime on low. All right, so what does this flashlight offer? Well, you have this button right here. I love their buttons that they hide under things. So you pop that up, it's magnetic. So it's held down by these magnets. It'll suck that in, so it's not gonna fall off or anything. And then you push, and that will obviously allow the button to be pressed. But it's kind of a dust cover, a fidget thing. It's just kind of cool that they do it that way. And it also covers the port. Very, very cool. You have a light right here to tell you about charging and such. You have your button right here, and then you have your charging port right there. As far as I can tell, when it's dead or needs charge, it's red, the light, and then it'll turn blue when it is fully charged. On this side, we have a clip. This clip actually works really well. I tested it. No tap, very nice, titanium clip. And it slides in the pocket and slides out very nicely. The form factor on here, for me personally, is actually better than a lot of lights. I just struggle to want to carry a light like this because of that thickness, you know. Now, I am kind of changing my ways a little bit. I've been carrying this Okluma for a while. I had an F2 from Focusworks in my pocket for a while before that, and that wasn't really an issue. And that was thicker than this. But usually your 18650s are going to be around an inch thick, right? This is closer to 0.7, I think. Now this is close to as thick as this, but the form factor just feels a little different to me. It feels a little better. Now it's obviously a lot wider, but I don't know. It just feels fine in the pocket and actually feels pretty good in the hand as well. So how does this guy work? Well, obviously you have that button. So you can do your traditional hold down for moonlight, right? You can do your double tap for turbo. That should be 2500 lumens. Strobe warning. Triple tap for strobe, then one more tap, and I believe, hold on. Believe you can, oh, you hold down on it, and I think that changes it to a slower or faster strobe. I'm not sure on that, but I feel like you can adjust that a little bit. Then you have, once on, it has memory. So if I select this mode now and turn it off, when I turn it back on, we're back at that mode. You have, I believe, 3 modes. So there's high, low, and medium. And then, of course, you have your turbo. And this is what I found that was super cool about this light. It has a stepless, I think this is what it's called, a stepless dimming system. And what that means, if you look at something like the Archer Pro from ThruNite, you turn it on and then you hold down and it will get brighter and brighter and brighter. And then it does that and now it gets dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. And you can select where you want it to be set. And then brighter, brighter. Okay, I like that brightness. Now I stop. and then every time I turn it on, it stays there, right? That's very cool. The way this works, as far as I can tell, is you can set your brightness for each mode. How cool is that? So this is low. I can double tap. So you have to click and then click again and hold down. And now, look at that. Brings it down. So let's go as low as we can. Right there. It seems like when it flashes, it doesn't give you the time you need to like let go real quick and have it just be on the lowest setting. I think it might. Let's just try it. Okay, I let go. Yeah, I let go right there. So this is as low as that gets. Of course, we have memory, so it stays right there. If I want that to be brighter, I go brighter, and then I let go. And now memory kicks in, and it will stay right there. That's pretty damn cool, right? Now, on top of that awesomeness, you can do that for each mode. So let's go to medium now. And I can change the brightness on medium. It doesn't give you much range. It feels like, I'm betting outside it would feel like more range, but you see it more on low. On low, you can see the difference from how low you're at to how high you're at. But that's freaking awesome. Now, this is high. We can play with that as well. It's just really unique that you can do something like that. And again, it's kind of hard to even tell that it's doing it on high. But again, I'm guessing if I was outside, I'd be able to see that better. Like I'm looking at the wall over there, and it's really hard to tell if there's even a difference. But I'm trusting that there is. And then now I have just set every mode to what I want it to. I just think that's very unique. I have never seen that in a flashlight before. I've seen it, like I said, on that Archer Pro, where you can do it for the whole flashlight, but you can't do it for each setting. It literally gives you ultimate customization of it without having to reprogram shit and do all this stuff. You can set up your preference for each mode. I just think that's really cool. Let's see if we can do it for Moonlight. I don't think we'll be able to. So here's Moonlight. We can. So I'm guessing Moonlight is actually low. So cut it off right there. Yeah. So Moonlight is actually your low setting. Just for reference. We're there, and now I'll double click for hold down for Moonlight, and it's the same mode. So just so you know, so Moonlight you can't adjust, obviously. I don't think you can adjust Turbo either. Here's Turbo. Doesn't look like anything's happening here. It's just, yeah. So you can't adjust Turbo. You can adjust low, medium, and high. But that's unusually cool for me, honestly. Let's see if it tells you anything else in here. Maybe it'll mention that somewhere along the way. If it doesn't, I really wish it would, because that would be pretty incredible if they didn't mention how cool that was. So, let's see. Compact, lightweight. Outstanding brightness, impressive beam distance, versatile lighting modes. 6 distinct lighting modes, low, medium, high, turbo, SOS, and strobe, enabling users to select their optimal mode. Rapid Type-C charging, convenient charging, hand rope, grip fluorescent powder, watertight and dust-proof, crafted with precision material. It doesn't look like they're going to mention that at all. That's pretty crazy that they don't mention that. Just strolling through here to make sure. Nope. So let's check the instructions, because I'm going to be pretty baffled if there's no mention of this. And maybe I'm just crazy, but I don't think so. Product is set to be locked by default when it leaves the factory. After receiving the product, Please click 4 times to complete the first unlock. Yeah, that got me. I thought it was dead. So it's 4. Okay. I tried 5. I tried 3. I tried 7. That's good to know. It's 4. Okay. Let's see. Low, medium, high. Just really curious. See, it just says low, 5 lumens, 100 lumens on medium, 400 on high, 2500 on turbo, and then it drops to 800. And if you get, okay, key factor here, guys. So only that $98 one is 2500 lumens. Only the $98 one. All the other ones, the white one through the titanium ink splatter, they all have the Samsung LH351D. That gives you a maximum of 1800 lumens. So this is 1800 lumens, not 2500. That's fine for me, but if that's important to you, you should get the $98 one in black aluminum. And then they both drop down to 800 lumens. Here's all this stuff. I'm really going to be just baffled if they don't mention this at all. Operation, on, off. Default output selections. Low, medium, high, low, release the switch, quick turbo, quick low, flash modes, lock, unlock, programming mode. Before entering the programming mode, firstly, determine which of the brightness gears you want to customize. Okay, so there you go. You can set the low mode. That's why it's so noticeable, because it's from 5 to 100 lumens. And then medium, you can set from 100 to 400, and then high from 400 to 800. That makes it less noticeable. I mean, those are still big gaps, but 5 to 100 is just a much more noticeable thing. So it does mention that in the instructions. And that's really important because some people like me on low, you want to be able to go into a bedroom and just sneak in there and just see what you need to do. Like if you look at my Okluma on low, you can barely see the light, right? This is about as low as this gets. Okay, most lights are more like this, where this is a real moonlight. But then you have to go to medium to get any really usable light, right? If you're not just climbing around the dark trying not to wake people up, you'll need to be on medium when it comes to the Okluma. With this, you can set it to a low mode that is still pretty usable. So there's kind of a balance there. But yeah, that's just a really cool feature. I wanted to emphasize that here. So yeah, I'll take this guy outside. You guys can follow me out there, and we'll test this guy out real quick. And I don't think I'm going to come back to wrap it up just because I've rambled plenty long here. If you're interested, well, we can real quick just see what this does indoors first, and then we'll check. So this pops right on here, obviously. And then we'll turn it on, and as I suspected, you get sort of a red light. Damn, that's bright too. Pretty cool. Red lights are good, I've heard, for when you're in the dark and you don't want to mess up your night vision. It'll preserve your night vision, basically. So you won't have to readjust your eyes to the flashlight and then back to the dark later. It'll just let you see the way you're seeing, and then it'll just be a little brighter, and then you cut it off and your eyes will be fine. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I love it. I think it's really a great offering. I'm impressed by it. I'm glad they sent it to me to check out. They did send this to me to check out. So, you know, keep that in mind. Of course, I did not spend $308 on this. That is a lot of money. If you use my code LeftyEDC, you will save $60 on this. That's not bad. $248 basically, $246. If you use my code, it makes it a lot more manageable, but it's still a lot of money. You can get custom flashlights for that price. Just keep that in mind. Now, these do feel kind of custom level in a sense. I mean, this titanium is really nicely done and all of that. but it is a Chinese company, and, you know, I would definitely call this a production flashlight. So I'm going to shut up. I'm going to head over to the testing. I love you guys. Hey guys, so it's the last light I'm testing today. You guys won't see them all in a row, but I just tested like 4 lights, so I'm hoping I don't piss anybody off here. This one is going to be that Wuben X2. I put that little red cap on it so we could take a look at that first. So there is what that looks like, which is really cool. This, wow, that is interesting. So it's not like throwing a lot. You're not seeing it really far. Again, I've mentioned this in my other videos, but it's worth noting that I have the white balance locked right now. But it still looks about twice as bright on camera than it does in person. So keep that in mind. But here we go with that. It's kind of like a little lantern, really, is what that comes off like. There's one more brightness. I'll just kind of walk over here. You get the idea. All right, so this is low on this flashlight. So we are, yeah, I can barely see the grass here. It looks much brighter again on camera. You can kind of catch that stop sign. You can see it pretty well. And the tree, I can't see anything in person. You can see it a little bit on camera, and we're not obviously reaching across the street. This, on the other hand, is medium. And again, as we saw in the video, you can actually set this however you want. So I can hold this down and brighten it up or dim it down to about 100 lumens. So it goes, I think it was 100 to 400. So this is about 100 here. And again, with those triple emitters, it's, man, it is bright. But these are side by side. So you're getting a little more throw than you did out of something like the Bastide Rook that I also looked at. It's a little bit of a different setup. So let's just bring that back up. And that's getting much brighter now. And now we can get a little bit across the street. So it's very interesting. It's about 400 lumens. Now we're on high, and you can see that tree really clearly. And this one you can ramp up to 800 lumens, as I understand it. That's about as bright as it's going to get right there. It's about 800 lumens. Just to compare, I actually have the FocusWorks F2 on high. This is 900 lumens. So we are pretty close. This is going to be more of a spotlight, or, you know, kind of look like that because it's one emitter versus this one that has 3. So let's see if we can get turbo going, or if there's another mode. Okay, so turbo is right there. That's 1800 lumens. Again, we read that that other version goes up 2500, but this one is 18. So there you go. Now we'll take it over to here, do one last little close-up test, and then I'll wrap this up for you guys. Let me just get her on. And then there's low, medium, high, and turbo. And then off. I just turn it off. No glow gasket or anything like that. And I believe, again, this was a 5000K emitter. So hopefully this was helpful to you guys. Check out the link in the description. Use the code LeftyEDC for 20% off. I love you guys. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.